Hello everyone, and welcome to the Change Shaping School Masterclass 2. Today we're going to hear from a school leader and teacher in a school in Spain who have been running social innovation education since 2017 in their school, and they're going to share with you some practical tips about how to do that, how to get students and staff engaged, and how to keep that going. They're going to use a PowerPoint, which we can share with you after the webinar. My name is Jen Wall. I'm based in the UK, and I'm on the project team for Change Shaping Schools. No, wrong side, there we are. An Erasmus Plus project, which is developing social innovation education through Cyprus, Croatia, Romania, and Serbia. And I'm joined by some of our project partners here, so I just get them to say hi and say where they are, please. So let's start with Theo, our project manager.
Yes, hello, I'm Theo from Greece, from the organization that coordinates the project, Stimuli for Social Change. We are based in Thessaloniki. As probably you already know, we have already implemented the mother project of social innovation education, which is the Nemesis project, where also Jen was an active part of it. We are now in the process of implementing the social innovation education and our project to the schools, in Cyprus, Serbia, Croatia, and Romania. So welcome also from my side, and we are always next to you to assist implementing this project together.
Thanks, Theo. We've got Uros and Tiana from Kid Hub in Serbia. I think Tiana's having some video problems, but Uros, we can see you.
Hi. My name is Uros. I'm from Serbia. We're from organization Kid Hub. We are partners of the project along with my colleague Tiana. Her camera is not working, so she's just somewhere in the group. Yeah. And we're looking forward to this masterclass in here with our colleagues from Spain to share with us.
No. Thanks, Uros. Tiana, I don't know if you want to say hello, even though we can't see you.
Well, yes, of course. Hello, everyone. My name is Tiana Petrovic. I'm from Kid Hub, Serbia, and we are very grateful to be part of this project that I think it's going to help a lot to Serbian educational system when we implement the whole project. And I think it will help a lot to teachers to understand how they can use social innovations in education. So thank you.
Great, thanks Tiana, me too. And Andri from CSI in Cyprus?
Yes, hi. So I am Andri, I'm a project manager at the Center for Social Innovation in Cyprus, and alongside my colleague Anita, who unfortunately couldn't attend today, we will be doing the training in Cyprus. Thank you.
Great, thanks Andri. And Katarina is just arriving as well from CSI. So okay, great. So just so we can get an idea of who we've got from around the world, could people put their country in the chat so we can see where everyone's from, please? So I know I said it already, but I've put UK and I've put England because that's where I am. I'm not in Scotland or Ireland or Wales. Okay. Ooh, Jill, where are you in England? Ah, Manchester. Nice. Not too far away. I'm near Sheffield. Romania, Greece. Oh, exciting. Mira, were you at the last one? I think. I feel like perhaps I remember talking to you. Larnaca, very nice. Great. Okay, thanks everyone. So just a brief overview of social innovation education and the Change Shaping Schools project for any newcomers today. So we're developing the social innovation education model in 4 new countries, because we already developed it in France, Spain, Portugal, Greece, the UK, the Netherlands, and maybe that was it, Corsica. And so now we're doing this in Cyprus, Croatia, Romania, and Serbia. And the model, briefly, is an educational model that empowers and enables young people to lead social innovation projects by identifying and addressing local social and sustainability issues, guided by the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. They do this, they co-create and collaborate with adults, and through this hands-on learning by doing process, they develop their social innovation skills along with their confidence and ability and drive to affect positive social change now and in the future. So what we're going to do today then is, first we're going to watch a video from the school where our guest speakers are from. So we have Ana Echovarian and Itziar San Miguel Fuente from Los Albares School, which is in the Aragon region of Spain, who were part of the project that developed social innovation education. So they have been running it in their school since 2017 and have got lots of useful practical tips for us to sorry, I'm just admitting people to learn from. So we're going to watch a short video about one of their social innovation projects, and then they're going to let us in on their secrets. So I'm going to play the video now. Just let me know if you can't hear or see it. So it's playing now. Teo, can you hear and see it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Una de las cosas más importantes es que el colegio se está dando a conocer a muchas entidades externas al centro y están viniendo a colaborar encantados. Está siendo, digamos que una unidad, alumnos, padres, profesores, con el apoyo de entidades externas. Entonces te sientes pues, que el colegio tiene mucha vida y muchas propuestas de futuro.
Lo que hacemos es intentar mejorar el colegio, mejorar nuestro patio de juego, hacer que nuestro colegio sea un lugar mejor para futuros alumnos que vayan a venir. Cada representantes de cada clase cogen ideas de todo el mundo del colegio que quiera participar. A mí me gusta el huerto. Mini golf. Enseñar a los más pequeños. Lo que más me gusta es trabajar con los niños pequeños para reciclar.
Una de las cosas que más me ha gustado de todo esto es que ya o por lo menos estos alumnos no ven el pedir ayuda como algo negativo, sino como algo más en la vida. Esto no lo puedo hacer solo, pues pido ayuda, y los que ofrecemos ayuda no estamos juzgando el no sabes hacer esto tú solo, sino pues enhorabuena por pedir ayuda, y si te puedo te ayudaré en todo lo que haga falta.
Se lo cuento a un amigo que tengo que se fue del cole, que nos echa mucho de menos y que le gustaría estar aquí para verlo. Yo también se lo he dicho a algunos niños de otros coles y les ha parecido también muy buena idea, y la mayoría los han hablado con sus tutores y van a intentar hacerlo.
Okay, can you see me again now? Hopefully. Great. So in an email after the masterclass, I can share the link to that video, and in fact we've got lots of videos on lots of different projects, so I can share that so you can watch it at your leisure in your own time. So now the stars of the video, Ana Echovarian and Itiar San Miguel Fuente, I'm going to pass it over to you. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Hello, everybody.
Thanks so much for being here. It's lovely to see you, and thanks for giving us your time to share how you've been doing it in Los Albares.
It's a pleasure to be back again with you, Jen, and work together. We are going to share with you the presentation, and we are going to be brave. Yes, I'm going to try to read. I'm going to read so as not to forget any of the most important ideas. And at the end, you will be free to ask as many questions as you consider. If we can answer, we will answer. If not, for the next time. So, yeah.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so first, who are we? Los Albares School is a public school. It is located in a small town of 6,000 inhabitants. It's very close to Zaragoza, the capital city of the province. At the school, there are 450 students and 35 teachers. Almost 30 or 40% of the teachers change every year. So it is not easy to develop a long-term project. But with Nemesis, we got it. We started in 2017, and we still go on working on this. So why is working on social innovation, why is being a success at the school? Because teachers understood that transforming our students into social change makers was a long-term challenge. So we didn't try to get results immediately. We have been working for 5 years. To get this goal, we choose to change something very important and close to them, the school playground. The children were changing at the same time that the playground changed. Sometimes it seemed that nothing was happening, but suddenly a lot of things changed. The playground changed, the kids started interacting in a different way. The kids proposed new projects, and everything was full of life. How we did it? This one. We have to engage the full community, pupils, families, teachers, and municipality. How did we engage students? We have to give them the power. We asked them what they wanted to change, how they wanted to do it, what they needed to do it, and if they need help. Once they have decided what they wanted to do and how, we'll let them do it. They will make, once they have decided, you have to have in mind, they will make a lot of mistakes. But mistakes are part of their process of learning. They have to learn to find solutions. Learning to be resilient is also part of their learning process. Here you have 3 pictures. The first one is our playground at the beginning of the project. The second picture is when we asked all the students from 3 years old to 12 what they wanted to have in the playground. They have to follow some, okay, I will explain how we choose the ideas. And the last picture is the ideas they wanted to implement in the playground. Some of these projects have been finished. Some of them we are still working because we have to change the material, we have to change the first idea. So along 5 years, for example, the mini golf, we started working on it in 2017, and it is not finished. It's a project that we are still working. Okay, how we engage students. This is the next one. Once they have decided what they want to do and how, we have to let them do it. And to keep the students engaged, they have to feel they are important. That's very important. They have to feel that they are the most important element in this project. They have to be given some responsibilities, responsibilities within the school. For example, 2 students of each group, a boy and a girl, that's important, are chosen as representatives. They have weekly meetings with the teacher. We have a coordinator for this project. And every week they have a meeting in the breaks with the coordinator and the head teacher. They are responsible for bringing to this meeting their classmates' ideas, and they are also responsible for giving back the feedback to their classmates. And something that could seem unimportant, but for them is very important, is that here we give to the representatives a set of material, okay? They are given a cardboard suitcase with a tablet, a notebook, pens, and everything about the project is safe in this suitcase. When they come to the meetings, they feel that they are something important than the school, they are different. They go to the meetings with their suitcases, and that's the idea. They are feeling that they are coming to a very important meeting. And the most important thing is that they have to feel that they are doing what they have decided to do, not what the teachers or the families have told them to do. We ask them, and we have to try to keep the idea always in mind, not to do what we want, what we think it would be better. No, they have an idea, and if we think it is a mistake what they had decided, okay, let them make the mistake. They will realize later that they have to change the first idea. And the project, we work in the mornings within the lessons, and this one. And we go on working in the afternoon when the lessons finish. About 10 students of the 6th grade, the last year they have at the school, because after the 6th grade, the 6th grade, they go to the secondary school. 10 students come back to the school when they have no lessons. They come just to help with the project, to work, and to coordinate this afternoon collapse. They are the coordinators. They decide what we have to do. They organize everything. They prepare the materials. They ask for help if they need help. They write letters asking for help to the different ages of the society, to the factories, the municipality, the shops. They are the leaders of this collab in the afternoon. Okay, and once the pupils are engaged in the project, they are also responsible for engaging the other parts of the community, families, teachers, and municipality. Students ask their families to come to be part of the collab. And families find this a different way of being in contact with the school and with their kids, because they work as equals. This is an idea that has been repeated several times. They feel that in this collapse, in the afternoon collapse, teachers, families, kids, and experts are working in the same level. Even more, kids are the leaders, so they have the power. During these years, we have checked that the students are very persistent, asking the teachers for time to talk about the project. As I said before, 30 or 40% of the teachers change every year. So it's not easy to explain a new teacher what social innovation education is and what it implies. Some teachers who were reluctant to be part of the project had to surrender to their kids' insistence. And from the last year, all the teachers at the school have developed a social innovation project with their groups. What's the problem? That, for example, in the middle of the year, a teacher is ill, a new teacher comes. what we have seen is that these teachers, when the students have to solve a problem, they tend to solve by the teacher. No, they don't let the students to, they have to make a phone call. Then the teacher makes the phone call. And when we realize that, we told them, no, you don't have to solve the problem. Teach the student how to do that. But it is the student who has to phone to the factory or to the municipality, wherever they need. It's part of their learning. It's very difficult to make teachers understood that the most important thing is not the final product. It's not the mini golf. It's not the friendship bench. It's the most important thing is what they are learning along the process. Because teachers, we tend to have everything perfect at the end. And we forget that the process is the most important thing. And they also has to engage the municipality. The students are responsible for writing the letters asking for help. The mayor listens to students with more attention than the others. That's when we want something, we ask the students, please write the letter, a handwriting letter instead of an email, because the mayor is more touchy when they read a handmade letter. So we have families come to the collab, we have the municipality, and we have the teachers, all of them with the students. How families, sorry, I'm going to be back, about families. We had some problems with families' participation at the school. It's the most difficult part. We thought that they knew they can come to the school to be part of this project, but we realized they didn't know. So the next year, the second year, we sent weekly invitation to come to collaborate with the afternoon class. Because sometimes we think, okay, we send an email at the beginning of the year, they should know what is this project about, that they can come to the school, but no, a lot of families just read at the beginning and they forget. So you have to be very, very insistent about families and send a lot of information in different ways so they know that they can be part of this project, and that is very important for their kids to work together. And it's also very important, publish everything you do in social media. Some families have Facebook, some families have Twitter. We use now this year, we use a lot ClassDojo. And they see the results, and then they realize the importance of the project, because for the families, the process is not easy to be understood. It is just difficult for teachers. What we are trying to work with the students, for families is even more difficult. And you can record a video with kids or a podcast, and you can upload to the webpage of the school or to the social media, and they can watch the video several times. And some families, not a lot of families, because I don't know in other countries, but in Spain, families are not eager to come to be part of the school. So it's the most difficult part. With the municipality, it's very important to make the mayor and the councillors part of the project. They have helped the school with some resources. So what we do is to celebrate the results. We invite the mayor and the councillors when we finish a project. For example, this year we finished the stage. We have a stage in the playground. And when we finished, we invited the mayor and the councillors for the inauguration. And it was a party. And finally, about the teachers. It is necessary to train them about what social innovation education means. It's not easy for teachers to give the control, to give the power to the students. When we have the first evaluation with the staff of the school, one of the things they highlighted is that they have realized that teachers are more responsible than they thought. that was something we had to fight. The management team of the school, we had to fight with the teachers because they asked, but are they free to go downstairs, to go to the art room, to go to different places in the school without a teacher? Yes, let them move along the school and they will solve the problems. But that was not easy. You have to explain the teachers also that through the project, they are learning on curricular learnings. They have to be conscious that what they are doing is not an extracurricular activity, but the competencies they are working are the social competencies. And in Spain, most of the learning have to do with, the curriculum learnings have to do with social competencies. And also it is important to ask for institutional recognition from your educational authority. And something that happened to us was that when Ivan, who was the coordinator in Nemesis, the collapse, he came to ask the teacher about the experience. And the teacher of a level said, told him that they had been working how to write a letter, they had been working how to make a phone call, they had been working how to talk to the municipality. But when Ivan asked them, and do you think these learnings are connecting to the curriculum? They said, no, we have not been working the curriculum. So they have been working the curriculum, but the teachers were not conscious of that. So we had to sit and explain the connection and how to move this project forward. Just we started 1 year working, but we have to go on working the project because in 1 year, the results are not easy to get. You have to work 3-4 years. And then the students who are in year 3, when they are in year 6, they have learned a lot. It's very important to include social innovation education within the educational project of the school. Every week we have the second time is good time in the student schedule, in the same way as they have math or science. Every Wednesday, we have 1.5 hours for this project. They work about social innovation with the radio. They work with the school garden. They have a project. Each level is working on a different project. Then it's important to name a teacher coordinator. A teacher coordinator is different from the management team, but it's very important the support of the management team, because for the student, this is an extra. When they see that the management team is giving a lot of importance to this project. Don't forget to explain the project to the new teachers. We have, as I said before, we have the experience of a new teacher trying to solve the problems for the students instead of letting them to find a solution. This has happened us every year. Every year we have new teachers in the middle of the year, and then sometimes the students have to explain teachers what they are doing with this project. One of the things teachers pointed out as CB points was that teachers never believe that students could be so autonomous and responsible. This is something they have to live to believe it can be true. When they have to solve a problem and they find the way to do it, or they find who they have to ask for help to solve that problem, and the teacher is just looking at them, they say, okay, maybe it's true what this project is trying to get. And of course, keep an eye on the development to make sure that pupils continue being the leaders. Sometimes teachers are in a hurry and we want to finish the project because we want to see the material results, forgetting that the results of this project are not what we can see, but what the kids have learned. the competencies they have acquired. Okay, and now we go on working, we go on learning about social innovation education, because it's a never finished project. If you want to learn some more, we will share with you this site. It is not finished. We have to add a lot of information that we have, because this year has been an awful year. So there are lots of things unfinished, but you have a lot of information about the projects we have developed along the Nemesis project here. And that's all. Thank you. If you have any questions.
Thank you so much, Anna. That was fantastic. I really liked the website at the end there. That's on your school website?
Yeah, yes, it's there.
Yeah. Wow.
It's not a direct link because programs and projects, but I'll share with you so you can share the link to the website.
Great.
Okay?
Great, thank you for that. So if anyone has any questions they would like to ask, or something about their own practice, or about, I don't know, challenges or things that were easier, or anything at all to do with running social innovation education, anything they'd like repeating, just please write in the chat or unmute and speak. I think what might be interesting to know is if anyone here is starting with social innovation education in their school. Is anyone starting?
Jen, I have a question. Hey, how are you?
Hey.
I have a question for Anna and her team. Well, first of all, congratulations, Anna, for implementing that in your school and for engaging so many students and the parents and all the stakeholders. I just had a question because you mentioned that the municipality was also involved in the process and they had sort of an active role. How difficult was it for you, or did you have to face any challenges when you had to involve the municipality in the process? Because I'm just asking because in our case, it's not that common for the municipalities to be involved. So I just wanted to see how you came about that.
Okay, yes. The first problem we have here is that in La Puebla, there are 2 primary schools. So they had to be very careful about what they do in one school because they can be different. So when the students decided what they wanted to have, one of the things, for example, was they wanted a wheel cycle. There is a video about how they built this wheel cycle. Is very big wheels, tractor wheels, and they can jump from one to another. We put the wheels, we prepared the space, we colored the wheels, but we needed extra sand and we needed to, I don't know how to say, clavar, to dig the wheels to fix. Mm-hmm. And we couldn't do that. So we wrote a letter asking the brigade, the municipality brigade, to come to the school and help us with that part of the project. When we explain the municipality that it is part of the social innovation project, it's not just because we have decided to do that. They understood and they came to the school to help us with a different mini projects we have in the playground. And this year, the other school has started doing the same. So I think it was a good idea because they are replicando, they are copying, reproducing the same things we have. And the municipality is also helping them. So for us, it was very important to be part of the Nemesis project. That was a heavy support because we explained. The first thing we did was we have a meeting with the mayor, with the chief of the municipality brigade, and we explained them the projects. And I asked the teachers and the team management of the school, we asked them their support. And they were not very in favor of this, because they didn't understand what we were doing. So as time went on, and they started watching how the playground was changing, how families came. Sometimes families had to write also to the municipality, because we also asked for containers, because we didn't have containers to recycle close to the school. So a family with the kid went to the municipality and gave there a letter in the register asking for the containers, because it was part of the project to put to organize an eco brigade. And then the mayor is part of the project. Sometimes I also send, it's a small village, we are 6,000 inhabitants. I have the direct WhatsApp with the mayor, so sometimes it's not difficult. I send her a WhatsApp. You are going to have a letter from the students, so please pay attention. They are asking you for this and that. So the mayor is quite nice, and the councillors also, because kids, we have a lot of kids here in La Puebla, and they are the future.
Have the municipality been involved in other parts of school life now that you've made that first contact?
Yes, the school garden also. They help us with the maintenance of the school garden, because otherwise it will be impossible.
Library also.
The library, they pay us, they give us money to buy new books for the library. They support technical support, and they also pay writers to come and storytellers to come to the school. We work a lot together, the municipality and the school. And now we are asking them to help us to improve the school canteen, because we have to have a kitchen. Now the food comes from outside the school, and they have said yes. So.
Great, and I can see some messages in the chat. So Anda, I think that's your first name. I'm sorry if it's Manea. So he says, I'm sorry I have to write, but you give me an idea. Oh, sorry, it's moved. To write to authorities letters from the students was a great idea. You've just taught me how to start my project with my class.
Yes,
that's good.
The first thing is ask the students what they want to do, because we did opera. I don't know if you have work about opera in the.
We did one in the training in November online. It's not quite the same as in person, but maybe we should do a session.
We use opera a lot.
Sorry, I'm here.
I'm sorry,
but I'm in a hospital because my mom is very sick and I cannot take the camera on.
No problem, Anda. I do hope she's okay.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But I'm listening to you. I'm here. No problem. I cannot open the camera because I'm in the hospital.
Of course. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for understanding. Thank you.
No problem. Not at all. No problem. And thank you for your message. It's really nice to hear from you.
Yes, as I was telling you, the opera was a very good idea, because for example, the wheel circuit, a lot of students think that it was his or her idea, because a group of students suggested, but other group of students decided to change something. Some of the students color. So when the students who are now in the secondary school and they come to help us with the Nemesis project, now they are in the first and second year in the secondary school. And in June, they came to help us, and they said, oh, this was my idea. And you're, no, it was my idea. So when they feel that what we are doing, it was everyone's idea, it's not difficult to go with the project, even the difficulties that can appear.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it, for them to see their ideas actually happening in real life, and also that they're not competing anymore over whose idea it is. So opera, Anna kept mentioning opera, and it's an activity that we do in social innovation education to help make a decision all together in a group collaboratively. And we mainly use it to help the young people involved with the adults when they are trying to identify what social or sustainability issue is most important to them. So we have another comment. There's one from Mira. How did the municipality serve the project other than letting students learn how to communicate with them? And so there's like 2 questions here, so I'll leave that as one question now. Do you want me to repeat it, Anna?
Yes, I'm reading.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I explained is that they have to do some parts of the project that no families, no the students can do. When we they asked for a school garden, we didn't have a school garden when we started Nemesis, and a lot of students asked they wanted to have one. So we have to explain the municipality what we wanted to do, and they came to the playground and they prepared the place. And that's there are a lot of things that students want to be part of the project, but they can't do it everything.
Because we don't have the tools or the materials or we are not strong enough to, for example, and they have to help us here in the school.
We also explain the municipality that when students are changing the playground, they are being part of this project. They are learning to take care of everything, not only what is happening in the playground, but also the squares, the municipal squares, the streets, everything that is in the village. They learn to take care of the how to say it,
the municipality furniture.
The furniture, yes. The benches. Now we are working with them also. The municipality has asked the school help because they want to change some benches in the streets. So they asked if we could go with the students to different parts of La Puebla and check where there were benches, if they were in right conditions, if they needed a bench in some place that there was not. So they have went with the tutor and with the PE teacher. They have been working around the streets. They have taken pictures, and we have prepared a file with everything for the municipality. So they ask help, and we collaborate with the municipality when they need. So it's
wow. That's great that they're now kind of working with your students to find out their opinions and perspectives and change the city to suit people of different ages. That's great. Sorry, Anna, when you say La Puebla, so everyone, that means the village, doesn't it?
Yes, it's called La Puebla.
Oh, it's called La Puebla. Oh, right.
La Puebla de Alfindén is the name of the village.
I see. Okay. The village of Alfindén.
Yeah.
Okay. Jill says, sounds amazing, allowing people to come change makers at an early age. Yes, definitely. Allowing, empowering, enabling. That's what this is all about. And Menelaus says, hello everybody. Wouldn't be much better and more helpful if more stakeholders were involved in the common effort? Is that a question about, you know, projects like this in general or life in general, or is it specific to? Go on, Theo. Are you going to say something, Theo?
It's maybe in the context of engaging other institutions as the municipality.
Okay.
Also in the training material, actually Mr. Menelaus also is definitely from Cyprus, so they will get the training material that we have also the co-creation guide there. in which we give specific instructions of what are those stakeholders exactly. For example, it can be the municipality, some other local stakeholders, social entrepreneurs in the local community, like Alex from Orume and Aaron that we had in the boot camps from those of the teachers that they are in those events. So in case that in the near area of the school, not only the municipality, but maybe also an industry, a corporation, in the context of social responsibility, a lot of companies, usually they can give some resources to the schools to implement something, to build a playground, for example, like you did in Spain. So yeah, of course, more stakeholders, they can be involved in such projects, but of course, everything is in the context of the school and of the educational context. For example, not an industry that sells smoke or alcohol, of course, can be a donor of the school. But yeah, the idea is to engage local stakeholders that can give something in the project.
Yes, and the students send a letter to Box. Box is they produce washing machines and refrigerators, and Box is very close to La Puebla, so we asking for a refrigerator. We asked for a known one because we want to have a library in the playground, but they have donated the school a new one, a perfect refrigerator. So we are going to put, we are going to use to organize a laboratory, science laboratory at the school, because it works. It's wonderful.
Great.
Yes.
And did you contact or did you and the children contact any other stakeholders apart from the municipality?
There is a painter here living at the village, and one of the projects is an archaeological space, and we wanted to paint all the stages of the history ages on the wall of the school. So they asked him. They asked for his help, and he came to help the student. We had to stop because of COVID, and he's very old. We don't know if he could come back to go on with the project. But when they need help, they investigate about who or what enterprise could help with the project, and they ask for help. They have asked Leroy Merlin, but they didn't answer. They asked also Bricomart, different business. They ask for materials, but sometimes they answer, sometimes they don't answer. So
yeah, that's great when, you know, not everyone will answer, will they? No. But the ones that do, you never know where it might lead and what new doors it might open. Thanks, Menelaus. Sorry, I know I'm saying your name wrong now. I've heard Teo say it. He's written, smiley face. I agree that involving all the schools, stakeholders, municipality, parents, helping staff, Ministry of Education, local companies, etc., is vital, important, and precious. I agree. Okay, anything else you'd like to add, Anna, or any other questions from people here before it's nearly time to finish? Or from partners?
From my part, just congratulations for all these videos and great ideas. And I'm sure that I will try something in my school. At least I will try.
Yeah.
At least I will try.
Great.
And probably we will succeed. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. And I will send an email to everyone afterwards with the PowerPoint and links to the video. And please email me back if you want support or help or advice or more information, anything to do with social innovation education. I'm really happy to help, because I agree it's such Vital, important and precious work. I like that, Menela.
I would like to add that when we started, when we had the first meeting in Nuremberg about Nemesis, and we came back to the school and teachers asked, what is the project about? And we said, we don't know. We didn't understand what social innovation education was about. Okay, but these years have been so fantastic. When the students come to you, and can we go? Yeah, the fourth grade has finished the project, and today in the break they has come to us. Can we start now with this one because we want to? So great. For them, it's hard, but they are learning and they are. They can see how the school is better every day. So it's been a good project for them.
Yeah, oh, that's great to hear. And we have one last question from Mira. What advice can you give us in terms of involving such a process to schools? What to avoid, what not to avoid?
Oh, to avoid is to force teachers to be part of the project. And to do is to ask for families and students. You could start in the afternoons when you're not within the lessons. So the students and the family, they can see how the project works, and then students will ask teachers to be part of the project. When the first year, there was a teacher who voted against this project. She was the only teacher who voted. Some teachers said, okay, you can be part of the project. And meanwhile, I am not involved. It doesn't mean anything for me, okay? So we started working. Only we were 5 teachers working in the project. But students asked teachers, they wanted to be part of it because they were working in the afternoon and they wanted to go on working in the lessons. And then little by little, students were who make teachers part of this project. And this year, the teacher who voted against the project is being the coordinator.
Great.
And she's fantastic. She, at the weekend, she calls me a lot of times. Anna, what do you think for the next week? So don't force teachers to be part of the project. They have to see how it works. The students will make then questions and they ask them, can we go to make a phone call because we need, can we write a letter because we need this for this, can we? And finally the teacher said, okay, we will include our project. And then when most of the teachers have decided to be part of the project, then include this project has to be part of the project, the educational project of the school, and be a school project, not just a project of part of the school, but a school project.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you, Anna. And thank you, Itziar. Unless anyone else has anything to add, I'd just like to thank you so much for being here with us and sharing your insights and experiences and how we can all use that in our own practice. And I would like from my side to thank very much our Spanish colleagues, and thank you, Anna, for this live lesson that you just gave us, that even if someone is hostile to us, with our work and with patience and with good heart, we can win them and make them part of the team. Don't forget of the teachers that we have another round of masterclass on May 17th. You are going to all be informed for this. And in this masterclass also, we are going to have a feedback from teachers from Serbia and Romania, that they already started implementing the project in the schools. So maybe we don't have so very beautiful things that they have established in Spain for the last years, but we are going to have some information about this project that is already started in some schools. So we are all waiting for you there. Thank you. I'll put the flyer and the link so you can register on Eventbrite in the email that I send everyone afterwards. Thanks for that, Teo.
Okay. We say bye.
Bye. Yeah, thank you so much for being here.
Okay, Jane, you can share the emails. I will send you the emails and the Facebook link, the Twitter, so they can see the different projects we have been working on. Okay.
Great. Thank you so much.
Bye, and thank you a lot.
Bye. Thank you so much, Anna. Bye. Bye. Have a good week. And we'll finish off there. So thank you everyone so much for joining us, and please join us on the 17th. Bye.